Yo, what's up guys? It's Pygoz here, the Crypto Pie, and today we're going to be talking about both Bitcoin and Ethereum, and also Ethereum to Bitcoin to see what's going on. But first, a little joke, guys. TradingView.com made a funny little, page for cryptocurrency, which is tradingview.com/2-d-moon. Right? You can check it out. Just check it. And basically, you'll see Bitcoin price, you can see Ethereum price, etc., Ripple, whatever, right? All the big cryptos, and you can switch it from Zen mode, like to non-Zen mode, right? Where you see a rocket or you see a Lamborghini. But anyways, guys, jokes aside, let's get into some technical analysis here. Very easy. I chart the Fibonacci charts, guys. If you want me to chart different charts, you have to let me know in the comments below. But anyways, this is where I trade nowadays, so this is what I chart, right? Gotta chart what you trade. So there you go. So basically, you can see that on Bitcoin we kind of follow this this channel we're in, right? It's a descending channel, but it's very corrective, guys, right? So we had an impulsive move. This is all very corrective action. You don't see a big bar down that a lot of people are actually talking about. But the thing is, when we saw these big bars down, you have to keep something in mind. That is when we were inside of the falling wedge, right? Like, remember, everyone remembers this falling wedge that we were in, right? And then how did we had it drawn? I think like somewhat like this, right? Right. So we basically had this falling wedge going on, and well, within that, we were bearish, but then now we broke out. Okay, that's what a lot of people are not talking about. Now we broke out. So just talking about that, we're bouncing perfectly off these bottoms and also these tops, so you could go long at the bottoms and tops for short. But we've been doing that 2 times now, right? At the top, we obviously rejected here, now we rejected there. And then we have the bottom here, right? Also the 200 EMA of the 1 hour holding, and the 38 too. So that is kind of what's going on. I do think it's pretty normal for markets to correct all the way back down to the 0.5. So maybe we'll go up once more, get rejected again, then hit that 0.5 at least, to have that halfway, and then go up, right, for the next leg up. That is pretty likely in my opinion. But hey, guys, the market's made of all opinions, right? You have to keep that in mind. So why do I like to trade Fibonacci's, right? And even so, you often hear me talk about that I don't like diagonal lines, and I don't. But if everyone is using them, then I should use them too, right? It's just how it is, right? You need to go with what the majority does, as long as they're right. And well, they were right with the falling wedge, right? Even though that's a diagonal thing, they were right. So you kind of have to do it sometimes. So but am I happy taking a trade at 38.2? No, not at all. I don't like 38.2, right? I'm not a big fan of it because it's not a huge retracement. If you get to the 0.5, that means you have retraced halfway you move, and that's a pretty good call for me, right? So that is Bitcoin, guys, right? So that is kind of what I see on Bitcoin. So if we had to count this, Elliott Wave only works sometimes. Right now, I don't think it worked in this small move at all. Okay, I cannot count 5 waves within here. So, but what I do think will happen is that we will get another move up. All right. So maybe 2 moves, right, to get a whole Elliott going, or maybe a simple ABC, right? It could all be corrective, guys. Okay, you have to keep that in mind. What if this is your A, right? And you will have your B somewhere. Could already be in. Who knows? But I don't think so. B, and then you get your C, right? That could be it. But I do expect those to get to this top part of this triangle. Okay, it's just logical, right? This triangle's based off these tops here, right? This top. This top just didn't make it. I mean, it's just a lower high. But I do expect those to hit that top once again. Then you have the bottom here, right? and that's how you have your symmetrical triangle, right? That's kind of how I see that. So, am I right? I don't know. I don't care, right? If I'm wrong, I take my losses quick, guys, right? I take a maximum loss of 5%, right? I mean, of course it happens, right? In altcoins where all of a sudden you're 15% loss or whatever. It does happen. I'm not gonna lie. It does happen. Happens to anyone. Anyone. Alright, so it does happen. But that is only because I then forgot to set some kind of stop loss. And sometimes stop loss gets hit by, with a stupid wick, right? And that happens as well. So I don't always use stop losses. But for new traders, I suggest you to always use stop losses, right? Maybe you get stopped out a lot of times, but once you have that good trade, you will make some good money, alright? So that is what I see going on Bitcoin, right? This is all just, you guys, it's just very important, right? Whether you want to use your Elliott Wave or support resistance, I'm a big fan of Fibonacci, as you guys all know. And Elliott Wave definitely is nice to put in there as well. But Elliott Wave works really well on bigger time frames, right? I don't think it works so well on like this tiny little move. But on the bigger time frames, it will work pretty well. So whether this is going to be an ABC or a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we don't know, right? Or a WXY. But it doesn't matter whether it's a WXY or an ABC, in my opinion, right? I know the differences in characteristics, but I don't think you even need to know to make you become a good trader. There's enough good traders who only trade based on Fibonacci alone, and that works pretty well, right? Just know when to take your losses, right? So if you do get to the 0.5 and you enter here, well, maybe you should take your loss, when you get below this 6.5 or the 786, okay? And you aim for a somewhere up here, right, at the 4,043 or so, which is also coincides if we take a Fibonacci from this swing high, right? We'll take this swing high, we'll take this swing low. Alright, so, and you can see, like, so basically it coincides with this golden pocket area, right? Right here. Alright, so that is kind of definitely some kind of zone that we need to draw in as well. Okay. So let's just draw it in. Alright, this is definitely a zone to watch for. Okay. I'm not saying that you should take your profit there immediately, but it's definitely a zone to it's a golden pocket, guys. Alright? It's a golden pocket. So, and if this goes up once more, then down, and then it has, some leeway to hit both this upper part of this symmetrical triangle and the golden pocket, well, then I'm sure I'll take profits, okay? It's just how it goes. So, don't forget about that, alright? So, I have like 3 targets here, okay? You have this one, and you have this one, okay? So, we have one at around $4,000 on Bitfinex. You have one around 4,600, 44, 45, 46, and you have one all the way at 52 to 53. Okay, that is what I have on Bitcoin. Right, so moving on, guys, we're gonna look at what Ethereum is doing, and this is the interesting part. Okay, so Ethereum, on the other hand, is trending upwards like this. Okay, it made higher highs, whereas Bitcoin made lower highs. Right, so that is the discrepancy, and that tells me that Ethereum is stronger. So once I saw this, higher highs made, all I had to do was quickly go look at Ethereum BTC, where Ethereum stands against Bitcoin. So obviously, since we use Bitfinex here, I need to use the Bitfinex chart here as well. And what you see immediately is basically an uptrend on the Ethereum against Bitcoin pair, right? And that's interesting as well, because then you have to kind of also look at this, right? So you have a top here, and your bottom is right here. So you see the 382. So the next target is this 0.5, and then you obviously you have this zone, right? Once again, golden pocket, right? It's very important to look at. And of course you have this tiny bit of this 0.5 resistance. Will it be major? We'll have to see. We'll have to mark it in. All right, so mark it in. So when this is very easy, right? So when it gets into these zones, then you start paying attention. Can it break through, or is it gonna reject? Right? And that's all we do as traders, right? We just look at zones and we'll see how it reacts there. Or, you know, maybe we'll take some profit on the table, be happy, and keep going. Okay? That's kind of how we do it. So going back to Ethereum here on the US dollar, do I think this can just like keep trucking? Of course it can. But you have to see, right? If we go right up here again, well, we'll quickly hit this ceiling again, right? So what I much rather have is that we go downwards here and hit this bottom to, you know, test this support structure here, and then go up, right? So I'm not a big fan of diagonal lines, but as you can see, people are looking at them, right? So I have to look at them too. Once again, I have to look at them as well. So whether we'll go down, right? If we go down, we might not hit the 618 at all, because if we go down right now, well, then we can still hit it, right? But we need to go fast, because based on this diagonal line. But if let's say we will take some time and we'll get around here, well, then it lines up with both the 0.5 and this diagonal lines, right? So right here would be a nice spot to enter the market. Am I like looking to enter right now? No, not at all. Because this is just above the 0.5, right? So, guys, you have to know one thing, right, about Fibonacci, and that is if you're above the 0.5, well, and you want to go long, right? So at the 382, that means you're above halfway, and above halfway is dangerous for your stop loss. Because where is your stop loss going to be if you enter right now? I mean, you can enter, and that's okay if you enter a small position, but your stop loss cannot just be like, oh yeah, you know, I'll put it under 6.5, because that's 10%. Okay, that's against my rules at least. So under the 38.2, okay, so that's nearly 4.3% loss for maybe, you know, with not a very likely win ratio, right? There is a likely ratio if you just do your own study, as in put your Fibonacci's just all over the market with all kinds of altcoins towards dollars or Bitcoin. Well, I'd say you do them separate, and you can see that a lot of them retrace to at least the 0.5 level. Okay, and we haven't retraced there yet. We haven't retraced there yet, right? What we can see is that we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that is the 5, right? But what if this is the case, right, guys? I'm just going to assume something really weird here, but so for everyone Elliott, right? I do Elliott too. So 1, what if this is your case, right? 2, 3, and then you have your 4, and you have your 5. Right? With a very extended first wave. That is definitely possible, guys. Okay, those happen. So if this is your 5 waves done, well, you know, we can count them. We'll take the swing low, swing high, and we'll target at least for a 0.5, right? And that is kind of my entry then on Ethereum. So guys, that's just my outlook on the crypto market right now, on Ethereum and Bitcoin, you know, the major movers. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, so I'm in full cash right now, just waiting on the sidelines for my next entry. Okay, obviously took my profit early when I took that breakout trade, because breakout trading is dangerous, guys, right? Do not do it too often. Okay, I only did it because we were so low already. Then it's okay to do it. Right now, if it breaks out, it's an iffy situation, guys. Right? If you take your trade there, you better take your profit quickly, right? Be happy with like 2-3%, right? Don't be looking for the big swings. The big swings, if you're looking for that, it's better to have a nice entry, right? Remember, guys, a breakout entry is not a nice entry, right? A nice entry is on a retrace. So that's that, guys, right? Also, join up with the CryptoPies blog, where you can ask me any questions, ask other people questions, and it's just a great chat box to be in, right? Let's see what's going on here. Has GRS retraced yet? Should I hop on? That's entirely up to you. You know, take your swing low to your swing high, look if it hit the 0.5 yet, look if there's some support resistance in like the previous history of price, and just decide for yourself. Right? I cannot tell you when to go in and when to get out. I will not do that. Ethereum rocket, well, you know, that was just a quick fake out. All right. Neo also a little. I hope it will be skyrocketing on DEFCON. I don't trade on news, but if there is some event going on, that is a nice catalyst for the price to go up. All right. And when I do see a nice technical pattern plop based on the news, then I will take the trade. All right. So. Toby, yeah, definitely. The trading, you know, that's why I'm talking about it, right? You showed me, people email me. It's just a funny little page that TradingView made, right? That's why I showed it you guys in the beginning, right? So yeah, it's a funny page. But yeah, guys, join up with the CryptoPies blog. Also join up with the CryptoPies feed, where I post all my videos, post about upcoming ICOs, STOs, but at the moment just don't expect any of them, because you will not make money in a bear market with them, right? And that means just don't get in, right? Just don't get in when it's a bear market. When it's a bull market, you can get in those things. But you have to remember, ICOs, STOs, all those things are super risky compared to just regular trading, because you don't have a stop loss. You're simply you're betting money on, well, that someone else will buy it higher from you, right? That's kind of what you're betting money on. We can go into fundamentals and, like, you know, how it's changing the game, and like how some products are better and how some teams are better, and that's true. But you are ultimately betting money that someone else will buy it higher. And is that going to happen in the bear market? Probably not. Alright, so that's that, guys. Also follow me on Twitter, which is twitter.com/Pygoz. Follow me on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Pygoz. And of course, also follow me on DLive, which is dlive.tv/Pygoz. Alright, both telegrams will be in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit that post notification button. And if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.